Alaafin's coronation in jeopardy over unknown whereabouts of Osun monarch. Wetin concern Osun monarch and Alaafin's coronation? Osun monarch is missing, so because of that they didn't do the coronation or what? I don't get. Indigenes of Ipetumodu, Ife North local government area of Osun State, are worried by the prolonged absence of their monarch from the country. Baba is enjoying himself now. They fear that his absence since 2024 could mar the coronation of the new Alaafin of Oyo. Why? Why? Okay, tradition demands that a new Alaafin must receive a sword of authority from the reigning Ipetumodu monarch before he can ascend the throne. Okay, so the Osun king now went on exile, so that this one will not enter, since he has to give him a sword of authority. Why do that in the first place? It is well, but the monarch of the ancient town, Oba Joseph Olugbenga Oloyede, is said to have been away from the community since January last year, with no one certain about his whereabouts. How much you know where the whereabouts of the king? Why? Where is he? The situation has given rise to anxiety in both Oyo and Ipetumodu, with calls on the authorities to investigate Oba Oloyede's whereabouts. I hope nothing has happened to him, because really, why wouldn't they know where he is since January last year? And they are relaxed. This is February. That's a year and some months. That's a year and 1 month, and you don't know where your king is. And it is not that you're not shouting that where is your king? Where is our king? Why has he not returned from his overseas trip? These are the questions on the lips of the indigenous of Ipetumodu. Oba Oloyede the Ipetumodu of Ipetumodu in Ife North local government area, Osun State, an associate professor in a U.S. university, was said to have left the shores of Nigeria for the United States of America (USA) in January 2024, but has not returned home since then. Does he have children? Does he have families? Does he have a wife? Have they asked his children, his wife, about his whereabouts, or what? How can you not know where your king is since 2024? So the throne of the king is empty for almost a year. The village go don scatter now. And how can you not have a king for almost a year? A situation the people perceive as strange and worrisome. Is very, very strange. For a king to leave his seat for a year plus, that is very, very strange. Particularly because of his important role in the installation of the new Alaafin of Oyo, and a traditional festival that requires his presence to perform some special rites. Ipetumodu residents who spoke with our correspondent said they were disenchanted with the prolonged absence of their Oba and the unpalatable stories surrounding his whereabouts, because there are socio-cultural implications for the town. The residents urged the state government to investigate the whereabouts of Oba Oloyede with a view to compelling him to return home and to carry out his traditional duties. Do you people even know if he's fine? They are saying they should compel him to come home. Have you found out his current predicament? You've not heard from him for a year. And you are saying they should compel him to come back. Okay, to carry out his traditional duties. An indigene, Akoni Adewale, says, the people of the town find it difficult to believe the stories making the rounds about an individual who bears the same name as the monarch and is said to be facing charges for complicity in a multi-million dollar fraud in the US. Okay. You are finding it difficult to believe that your king is facing a multi-million dollar charge in the US. Probably that is why he's not back yet, and you people have not heard from him. You better believe it, that is probably your king. Okay. He said the continued absence of Oba Oloyede has left the people of the community in a quandary as to what to believe as reasons for his absence. He added that the installation rites of the new Alaafin of Oyo cannot be complete without the participation of Ipetumodu. Well, probably people should install a new king. Abi, how can a king be absent for almost a year, and you've heard rumors that he's actually been arrested in the US? Make una install another king, so that Alaafin of Oyo can also do his own installation, because I don't understand. Okay, who, as tradition demands, is mandated to hand over a sword of authority to the new Alaafin. Recalling the history behind this sword, a new Alaafin must receive from the Oba of Ipetumodu. Akoni said, history has it that Ipetumodu is the place of purification rites for a new Alaafin. It is mandatory that at the end of the purification rites, the new Alaafin will wait at Ipetumodu to receive a sword of authority normally sent from Ile-Ife, marking the end of his coronation rites. Now, it was said that this tradition had been in practice since the days of Omeyo, the founder of Oyo, and younger siblings of Ipetumodu progenitor. We believe that he is not the one facing the law in US. You believe it's not the one, but the names are the same. Okay now. For complicity in a multi-million fraud, as reported in some news media, it might just be a coincidence. A coincidence, really. That one of the accused person in the case shares the same name as our monarch. Make una the wine. And you've not heard from me for 1 year. It's the one now. However, the continuous absence of our monarch is quite disturbing because since Oba Oloyede left Nigeria on January 14, 2024, he has not returned. And we know that unlike this time around, he doesn't stay long outside the country. Mind you, no new Alaafin can be enthroned without receiving an ancient sword of authority from our monarch, the Akpetu model, who is the only Yoruba monarch traditionally mandated to pray for the new Alaafin of Oyo. Hence, Oba Oloyede's absence could mark the completion of the succession rites for the new Alaafin of Oyo. Probably you people should install another king, abi, or you probably send a delegate to the US to find out if it's really your king that was involved in the fraud, so that people will know the next direction to take. Because I don't know. We want the Osun State government to find out his whereabouts exactly and compel him to return. What if he's in prison? You compel him to return. See these people. Immediately in view of the consequences of his prolonged absence from the throne, we do not want to stay outside the country to rob Akpetu model of his age-long relevance in the socio-cultural events in Yoruba land. A community leader who pleaded anonymity explained that Oba Oloyede could not participate in the local festival held recently in the town. Oba Oloyede plays pivotal role in the traditional festivals like Edi. The festival is usually held in October, and as tradition requires, a monarch must wear an ancient crown and supplicate to the gods on behalf of the people. So that means October last year he didn't do it. And so this year people don't know if he's going to be back. You better go and look for another king, Abi. People should go and look for another king to install now. Fairly so they should just pick another Oba already. Exactly. People should just do another kingship because obviously he's the one that has been arrested. He's the one. JY says his deputy can discharge the functions on behalf of the Oba Oloyede to avoid complicity. Which deputy? They install deputy Oba. There's only one king. You can't have a deputy. Which one? What's this one saying? Adedoye Bakri says many of these abroad kings in Nigeria today are criminals of which no investigation is carried out before calling them home as king. Exactly, this one. So now who knows what he has done abroad now? Before he's been installed as king here. Those that are chosen by the oracle are checkmated with the belief that they are not exposed or unpopular. Ojunya with your ignorance is likely to have committed a criminal offense and now taking his school in jail. Exactly, because why have you not heard from him? Okay, if he's doing something there, why can't he call and say, okay, probably I'm busy here and I'll be back very soon? It's obviously your king that is serving jail term. This one you are saying that you do not believe. You better believe and go and look for another king to install. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to be here to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.